180 is very much on the cards. 80 for two Qalandars. Devsich once again with an impressive knock. 48, just 2 away from his 50. They look relaxed, Qalandars, as if a lot of weight has been removed from their heads. They've been expressive and explosive. That is how they want to play the game, and this is what we're seeing today. It's gone up in the air. Hassan Ali doesn't get across to that one.
And why not? Lahore Qalandars winning the last 3 matches in terms of form. 3 out of their last 5 matches. And the crowd's there in, because it's the last set of preliminary matches in HBL PSL 3. A chance to see their favourite stars, both Pakistan and international players, flavoured together. 2 teams again playing for a qualifying place in the playoffs.
I mean, just had a fleeting view of that poster, and Danny has absolutely spoiled the fun for all of us.
Actually, these earpieces block the ear.
How could you, Danny Morris? Pepsi catch a crore. Be ready. Qalandars seem to be in the mood now. That's more like it, more gentlemanly. Danny Morrison, more human, with bit of hair. My, when was that taken? 1878? Up and over, and almost carrying over the boundary line for 6. Umaid Asif was expecting just a little bit more effort from Hafiz.
He didn't try to overhit this one. Just a matter of using the pace. Luckily for him, he got it wide of the man at third man. Didn't have a chance, Mohammed Hafiz. Good result in the end. Second 6 for Aga Salman.
That went through, because we've termed it as a slow pitch. Nothing slow about that. Ball carrying over point for 6, using the pace of the pitch and the bowler.
Darren, look at this technique here, Darren, with Devsich. Look how he opens up with that front leg.
Yeah, he plays to his strength. He's a heavy onside player. What he does, he opens his front leg to get his arms going through the ball. And he can hit in that mid-on to deep mid-wicket region.
That's not something... 50 up for Anton Devsich. What a good innings this is for the Qalandars. It's come from 29 balls, 2 fours and 5 sixes. Splendid innings this from the New Zealander.
Yeah, finding some good form once again. He likes this Sharjah swing. Struggling a little bit. It is hot out there, but 29 ball 50. You need a batsman like this at the top of the order to establish strong footing and an aggressive platform for the rest of the cast to come in and have a say in the batting innings.
11 overs gone, 91 for 2.
Oh, Ramesh Raja. He's a Zalmi.
He's talking about Ramesh Raja Jr. actually.
Well, the beauty must be about Danny Morrison.
Devsich, he's been impressive with the bat. Aggressive from the onset. Lots of shots through the onside, clearing the front leg. It's been brutal to the spinner, hitting with the spin. He's a little bit lucky as well, but he's played a fine innings. Exactly what the Qalandars will want from him at the top of the innings.
He has looked good, Agha Salman. There's Agha Salman, obviously, who's been impressive. Some of the names that I think can make it to the next grade for Pakistan. Shadab Khan is already playing international cricket, but Asif Ali of Islamabad United, Hussain Talat has been impressive. Saibzada Farhan is an opener, not used extensively, but he's also young and exciting. Fahim Ashraf is a wicket taker. Agha Salman, we're watching now. Ibtisam Sheikh, the little leggy from Hyderabad, I think. Oh, and he's 18 today, is it? 20 today. It's his birthday today. And Shaheen Afridi, the left armer. Umaid Asif, what a debut he had. 4 wickets on debut. Then there is Mohammad Nawaz and Mohammad Asghar. So Hassan Khan.
Hassan Khan as well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so plenty on offer, which is good.
So much hinges today. Zalmi have got to win. It's as simple as that. For them, for Zalmi to qualify for the playoffs, it's the top 4 to go through. No one is going to dislodge Islamabad from the top. But if Peshawar lose today, then the Karachi Kings will go through. But if Peshawar win, then Karachi need to make sure they win or don't lose to Islamabad later today too heavily. It's a 15-run defeat, or maybe by 2 overs. So for Zalmi to qualify, they mustn't lose this game. They've got to win this game to get to 10 points. 10 points ensures that they go through. Now, Multan will be looking at this match. If Peshawar lose today, then Multan will go through. Then, if Peshawar do win, and then Karachi have got to make sure that what they do later today against Islamabad is the right thing. Of course, a win will completely ensure that they make it, but it could come down to that net run rate. You can see the bunching in the middle there. The 2 teams, Karachi and Multan, the net run rates will come into the equation if Karachi don't get a win.
Wanted just a dab for a run, missed it. Here they go again. Facebook, YouTube.
You're on YouTube. I've seen your stuff on there, Rambo.
Thank you, Wilco. Please subscribe.
Yes, I've seen you there. Instagram, I've seen MJ_slats. Just go there. Seen Danny Morrison. He's called Steely Dan.
That's gone up in the air. Should be taken. He takes a good one. Dawson there. And the more celebrations continue. Let Hassan Ali help you out as well. He knows a thing or two about celebrating a wicket.
So unfortunate for Agha Salman, because he's played a fine innings. Good support to Devcich. Actually, he was more dominant in the partnership, which was 55 before this happened. Just hitting too much under the ball. This was a simple chance. We've seen a couple go a-begging, more difficult ones than this. But he makes no mistake. What about the celebration? Wahab Riaz, he's a genuine wicket taker. And he's amongst it, second highest in the tournament so far. Salman goes for 28, it's 95 for 3.
See the game, Gulrez Sadaf. He batted well in the last contest. Devcich still out there. 51 of 31 balls. Qalandars, we want them to smile. They always smile, even though Qalandars, we know, have not done justice to the talent. Oh, edge, and boundary should be stopped. Vabrias there with a good stop.
He was just cramped a bit. Ball was directed on his body. Didn't get enough room for his hands to go through the ball. Darren Sammy knows it. That's a big wicket. His contribution cannot be discounted in that partnership with Devcic.
That's another crushing blow from Anton Devcic. That is his 6-6, and he's enjoying the left arm spin of Liam Dawson.
Yeah, he's a great timer of the ball. Clearing the front leg, that's the way to hit a 6, and using the long handle. Yeah, he's holding the back from up. It wasn't a low grip on the bat, and then a smack down the ground. 6, yes. Seems to be in a hurry to get to his 100. 65 now, 34. Couple of great shots.
I like this shot because he's not choosing the leg side option. Look how he goes straight, which is important in the execution and the result as well. Gets enough power, gets the elevation. That's a fine cricket shot.
He had almost misread the lack of pace on that ball, as if he was half-heartedly there, but then saw the ball meeting the middle of the bat. Projected score 174. Oppo moment, selfie moment. He's trusting the pitch completely.
This is not just an onslaught by Anton Devcic. He's going to gain a little bit of what this pitch, the pace of it as well, because he bowls a tantalizing left arm spin as well. He bowled very successfully in the Hong Kong T20 Blitz. Head and shoulders, move for 1 million. Get that done. Not very nice activity on a hot day, but it can get you a share of 1 million. So he bowls a left arm spin. His, in addition to the Qalandars, I think has been a great signing this year. But he didn't play the first few matches, did he? He wasn't in the first few matches. So I think early on in this season they missed a trick. Qalandars missed a trick by not having Devcic. This man as well, Darren Sammy, skippered the winning team in that Hong Kong T20 Blitz. And there we are, 2 international players who've done well, and they're doing well globally.
He's teeing off here, Devcic. 112 for 3. 6s galore. 7 6s for him. It's missing the stumps. Going down. Umaid Asif was pretty serious about that appeal. Fuller length, but going down.
Yeah, good length as well. When a batsman is teeing off, you get in there, the block hole. Didn't quite get the Yorker, but full enough to restrict run scoring and a powerful shot.
I think this is, if I were a bowler here now, this is a good chance to pick up a wicket. Devcic is swinging at everything. He's got 67 from 37. He's probably feeling just a little bit tired for his efforts. It's a very hot day. I reckon if Umaid Asif gets it in the right place, he's possibly going to get an LBW against Devcic.
He got quite a few eyeballs in the last innings that he played. Hitting the ball crisply, straight six, then a sweep shot, making room, camping on the back foot, driving the ball beautifully. 42 off 27. 6 over mid-wicket, so we saw the entire range from Gulrez in the last game. Very useful for Qalandars.
He had a wonderful partnership with Sunil Narayan. 45 between the two to finish the innings after the early onslaught from Fakhar Zaman. Devcich playing a similar innings to what we saw from Fakhar Zaman in that match yesterday. Be important for him to bat all the way to the end of the innings.
What are they thinking? 192, have they given up? Zalmi? Because every length has been treated quite aggressively by Devcich. They haven't found a way to quieten him down. Yeah, we're talking about a guy hitting 7 sixes in a score of 68. That's how he started, then a flick for a 6. May pushed down the ground and once again hitting the ball out of the ground on that huge rolly. This was beautiful. Straight 6, flat 6, skimmer. Got cramped for sure.
Yeah, good adjustment. And that is what is required. I'm surprised that Darren Sammy at the halfway stage has opted for bowling Devcich outside the off stump. Yeah, that's what you want to see from your bowlers. Keeping their eyes on the batsman. Making the adjustment. Little shimmy there. And immediately, as if pulling it short. But it's not a bad option to bowl to Devcich outside the off stump. Maybe full, just within that white line on the offside. He's played a lot of shots through the onside. Prompt him to do something a little bit different. That is what Darren Sammy should be thinking at this stage.
7 sixes for Devcich in this wonderful innings. 3 players in PSL have hit 8. Kevin Peterson, Umar Akmal and Shahjil Khan. Can he join them? Can he get one more?
A good delivery, Yorker length. Bit of a basher.
Kyle Abbott as well, a newcomer into this Lahore team.
Hassan Ali comes in and that's dropped. Sameen is the fielder. He's got to up his game in the park because that really should have been taken.
Hassan Ali won't be pleased with this. It's a change of pace. Devcich going again, looking for a 6 down the ground. It's always a bit tougher when it's over your shoulder, but he was there, and Hassan Ali knows. So a charmed existence, Anton Devcich. Maybe he went to bed early last night.
You see, it is so hard on Darren Sammy because he introduces a change in the shape of Hassan Ali. He's supposed to provide them with a bit of a relief. So the trap is set and he misses out on a sitter.
Yeah, it's always coached that you try to get to one side of the ball, especially if you're running back to take a catch. Ended up getting it wrong. Samir Gul.
Some years back, he also did have the timeout.
Zalmi clearly have been below par in the field today. Yeah, I like that approach from the youngster. Gulrez there coming down the track, not worrying about the reputation of the bowler Hassan Ali. Has castled quite a few this season. That's a good approach.
Devsic is reached 70. Strike rate is 175. And he's giving Zalmi a chance. He's trying to hit maximums as much as he can here. He's gone again. He's gone again for that big hit. I think Hassan Ali might have just given him a bit of a couple of words in Urdu.
Yeah, this is risky business from Hassan Ali. I just think you need to push the ball a little bit wider outside the off stump against Devsic. There's no reason why you can't aim for Yorkers even in the middle overs. We're into the 15th over. You don't need to wait until the 16th, 17th, then to bowl Yorkers. We'd love to see more.
That's gone up in the air. He's provided another opportunity for a fielder. It's Hafiz who's done remarkably well. This should have been a keeper's catch, but the keeper left it well alone, and Hafiz, without the gloves, has done a keeper's job.
Again, trying to hit to leg. Probably looking for more power than timing. Losing his shape. Did try to hit this one on the up. Akmal was getting under it, but luckily Mohammad Hafiz made no mistake. Wonderful innings comes to an end. 70 from 42. It's 119 for 4.
Right, and we also have a Go Lutlo strategic timeout.
Remaining in the over, and Hassan Ali 2 for 13, and this will complete his third, so he's bowling exceptionally well. The run rate's still healthy for Lahore though, just over 8, and that was thanks to that innings from Devsic. Back in the pavilion now for 70 off 42. And a new combination out there, so Gulray along with Sohail. So that's the end of the 15th. It is 120 for 4. And it's a big hello to Zainab.
Well, nearly 200 runs in the PSL for Anton. Anton, congratulations. Well done on the performance. You must be pleased with the way things have gone for you in this PSL.
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, I came in halfway through the tournament when we were struggling for a bit of form, and just wanted to bring energy for the group and try and create a bit of spark and maybe grab a couple of wins.
Is it a bit disappointing that the Qalandars are picking up momentum right at the time, when they're out of the tournament?
Yeah, it is a little bit disappointing. We probably had an opportunity to grab a couple of wins in those first 5 games, and if we had this momentum going into the semis, we would have been really confident going forward.
Now, talking about your technique, it's a little unusual, it's a little unique. Tell us a little more about that.
Well, I'm left-handed for starters, so that's probably half the reason it looks unusual. But I guess you got to do what you can on these wickets, and sometimes it's just about trying to find a way to score runs, and sometimes they're not pretty, but runs are runs, I guess.
What about today's match? What kind of target are we looking at today?
Anything above 150 I think would be good if we bowl well, but that's the thing, we've got to bowl well. These teams can score 150, 180, 200 on this wicket if we bowl poorly, so we just got to bowl well, and fingers crossed we get the W.
What's up next for you after PSL?
Off home actually. My wife's due to have a baby, so my winter would be basically changing nappies and early mornings, I'm afraid.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you, cheers.
Says it as it is, doesn't he? Aldeva had a big range though, like the 150, 180, 200. It's got a push be on 170. That's a nice stroke. That'll help too. That's been blasted through the gap. There's the first boundary to Sohail. 16 overs done. 127 for 4. The win yesterday, a big run chase. They set it up yesterday. Oh, that's a bad ball, isn't it? On the legs, slow full toss. So Umar has just got to pull it back here. It's his final over. He's gone for 30-odd. But yeah, a run chase of 170, 180 to win. We haven't seen anyone chase down 180 to win. But Lahore in strong position if they get 170.
Gulrez Sadaf had a good outing last time around as well, and he's just looking good again. Just that boundary to get his scoreboard ticking. Wicketkeeper. All these wicketkeepers have their own way of playing. The risks come into play, and they play these shots in weird areas. And this man, Sohail Akhtar, Royal Qalandars in top, 65%.
Windbers getting amongst it early. That's a big call. Well, they have 1-3 on the trot. They're looking for 4 in a row here, those in green.
Sohail Akhtar came with a big reputation of being a really clean hitter of the ball, and we've seen glimpses of it. We saw that 6, which meant that they got into that super over. He does strike it long, and well, we've seen a little bit of him, and maybe this is probably the last opportunity. Yes, it is the last opportunity for him to show us what he's capable of.
Oh, he's gone the big hoy to the onside, didn't get hold of it. He was going big there, Gulrez. He's got a good hitting ability as well. We've seen it a couple of times where he can get on a roll. It's Clay Mushtaq. I tell you, he was a hard off spinner to face. Ended up developing that ball away from the right-hander, the Dusra. And very tricky indeed. Good battles with him. They got a 45, and then no one else in the ring on the onside. 3 men back deep. And he's going to go that way. It's got 1,000,000 miles in the air, and it's got the distance. Smith can't do anything but look at it disappear over his mouth.
Up and away. Hey, it's a fabulous Friday. Wonderful striking. Sohail. They're loving it in the sunshine here in Sharjah. I thought for a moment it might have gone down Smith's throat.
Well, yeah, he's got the sunburnt roof of the mouth. Well, looking at that one, he was just up and watching it sail. He very quickly realised that the height might have stopped it going, but it just had enough on it. And it wasn't taken in the crowd either. It's the low ball. That's a better delivery. It's not quite the Yorker, but you can't get under that low full toss. So 3 overs remaining, 142 for 4.
Get now, Lahore.
It's hard now for them because Riaz comes in, doesn't he? He always bowls these last 2. He'll bowl this one, the 18th, and he'll bowl the last or the second last. Always. He's set up to finish it in this fashion. So this is how he bowls in the power play. That's in this one. And then, so he gets in quite short there. He's got a really good track, though, hasn't he, across? And then this is in the death overs. So you will see the Yorker length come into its own. And we've commented so many times on his ability to bowl. Arguably the best Yorker in this competition, I think. He's probably the most consistent with it.
Couple that with pace and with a bit of reverse swing, it just becomes impossible, especially for the right-hander, to get it away with the angle and swinging away and being so full.
So the economy rate in the death overs, 7.38. So that is the best in PSL history, and that's when the batsmen are really amped up, trying to go big. And, well, you can't do much about that. Just gets enough bat on it, enough edge on it.
It's probably the best way to play him. Just work with the pace, the angle, and once you get it fine enough. I don't think third man will ever have a chance with the pace that Wahab bowls at.
Baz, who was batting? What does he do? It's a cheeky little keeper. I don't know, they sit back in the box, and you're so right. They get little dabs, these guys. Dab, it's all just run. Yeah, the dab, the dance.
Yeah, he goes big there. Go right. The old dab. It's the old dance move, isn't it? This is the batting as we've seen it so far. Faka 6, Devcic 7. He was outstanding. McCullum, he's got bowled for 7, so he got one away, didn't he? He got one big shot away, and the 28 from Salma was very constructive to the innings as well. So they're still on track for 166 with the current run rate. And running across the stump. So, you know, Riaz is that sort of bowler. You've got to try and do some different things, but it can bring about your downfall because he doesn't really give you too much.
Talked about the dab, we're now looking for the scoop. But maybe just go through the offside. Mid-off up in the circle, you've got cover there. Nobody on the fence in front of that deep point.
Well, it was there. It's just execution. And then it'll go over the top of third man. Well played. Using a bit of extra bounce and pace. Big Dan has got the wolf whistle going. He loved it. End of the over. 153 for 4. Oh yeah, that works. That's a great start to the over. Too short from Ali. And now Sohail. He's into action.
Maximums galore. 13 now from Lahore Qalandars. That one, slow one, short, and he smoked it. Powerful man, and smashed it over the fence. Just been hitting those sixes at will. Oh, good effort, one-handed.
Well, I think Tom Moody's head's ringing. He's just jumped so high in the air. He's hit the roof. Celebration. The Multan boys, they're sitting there. They're nervous. They want Lahore to take the Zalmi down. That's a good delivery. It's a good comeback right up there.
Sure is. First delivery of an over that disappears, and you've got to fight back as a bowler, and he's done well there, Hassan Ali. He's 2 for 20, 3.2, so he hasn't gone the distance, but he's been struck for a couple of maxims. So 12 runs and 2 shots of the 2 for 20. It's impressive again from this fella.
It's just the length is so crucial. It's attempted Yorker again.
Wahab Riaz has one. Hassan Ali in his last one, so it'll be Wahab Riaz closing out the innings. But a question for Slats. Slats, you love the Sharjah wicket. Explain this. Not a lot of fours. 13 sixes, just 6 fours.
Oh no, what's going on here? And there's a race to the stumps and he misses. Dear oh dear, talk about some headless stuff going on now. That was just a charge up from the non-striker. Galray had no interest in running. And then it was a dash to the stumps, but he realised that he had to throw it. Just shouldered arms. He's run 4.
Was another boundary on offer. All run. As? Got to get those 4s up, you're right. 6, isn't it great? 6s, maximums, outweighing boundary 4s.
Sohail now. Oh, he cops another Yorker. That's a good comeback after the 6. That was the first ball. He's been able to really pull it back. He realised, oh no, don't go short here.
मिल के लगाएंगे जान तो होगा साफ पाकिस्तान at the moment. Lahore Qalandars are taking a shower to the cleaners.
Well, more 6s than 4s is always an unusual percentage, isn't it? Going more that way. Short boundaries, good pitch. They're all looking to lift. They've just sized it up. and had those balls to hit in the air. And once it's hit here, it goes all the way. So that's the end of the 19. Oh, Sahal, he was going to barrel back, but was sent back as well. So 10 from it. Big over remaining. 163 for. He's got this ability. He's very hard to take in the final couple of overs he bowls. That one just spearing away a bit through the air also.
If he gets that right, then it starts round about leg stumpish, and then it clips the outside of off stump. Good luck about trying to heave that out of the park.
And again, 2 dots. This is fantastic. Riaz is so good in the death overs.
Yeah, makes such a difference. Last over, and he's delivered 2 impeccable Yorkers. His strength with 153 clicks.
You've been playing with
Not quick enough.
Yeah, well, that last one was 149. So that's the pace he's bowling now, and they need runs here, Lahore. That's he pushed it to Smith, and he's misfielded. So there's a bowl. Oh, the big fella, he wants to strike.
Yes.
You've got to come back for 2 there. That was a misfield. You've got to take the 2. Lahore need to get to 170, I think, minimum, for that just to resemble a hard chasing score.
Well, between overs, Slats, you and I, off air, it's going these two fighting for the strike. Now, you've got to be very careful. I've almost had 1 run out. Both of them desperate to be on strike to make a difference with the total.
Oh, well, the big fella, he's got to show that it was all for the right reasons. Got to change his length up from Riaz as a batsman. That's it. Well done. Okay. That first ball goes for 4. Another one on the 4-column Baz. And Sahal saying, that's why I want to face.
There you go, exactly. And he's worked with it. He's opened the face and hit it behind point. That's the best that you can do. It's a terrific delivery and one-handed shot past point, but probably the best angle you can work with.
Almost feel that you can try going leg side to try and be able to do that a little bit more, because you know pretty well where Riaz is going to bowl it. He's going to keep honing in, although he has got that change up. Or you go at him and you've got to go late so he doesn't see it. Change the length, get that full toss to scoop over. We've got to change in the field. So I think we're changing the length right now. We've got a bit of confusion going on.
Yeah, and I reckon in terms of getting, got to go, if he's going to go with his field, leg stump, smash into leg. So they've got the third man, that gap in there. There's still cover on the fence and the third man. And the onside has got all the men on the boundary. Close the angle down on the leg stump.
Oh, Jesus. Brilliant. And then he's followed through. Riaz has fallen over as well. He's bowled 3 dot balls in the final over. 168 for 4. We've got 1 to go.
He's bowling quickly. Really quickly. He's sort of so quick that he fell over. Did Wahab Riaz, but it's been phenomenal with these reverse swing Yorkers.
Well, bad over, and they are chasing 180, but he's pulled it with only 5 from it. Final ball of the innings. And it should run for 4, so good finish for Lahore. They hit that 170 mark. And he just got too much on the leg stump. It's 172 for 4, and it'll take some chasing. That's a pretty good total.
Do or die situation for Peshawar Zalmi. Hassan, कितना pressure है?
वेल प्रेशर तो नहीं है, लड़के बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है और इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि ये मैच विन करके क्वालिफाई करें।
2 विकेट्स लिए आपने, कैसा पाया कंडीशंस को? हम देख रहे हैं कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता स्कोर्स जो हैं वो ज़्यादा होते जा रहे हैं, स्पेशली शारजा में।
आपको पता है कि यहाँ पे पिचेस जो है वो बहुत फ्लैट होती हैं, तो बिल्कुल सेम पिचेस हैं जिस तरह काफ़ी सालों से आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे। बिल्कुल बल्ले पे बॉल बड़ा अच्छी तरह आ रहा है, लेकिन आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस हो, आप चेंज ऑफ पेस करके आप अच्छी बॉलिंग कर सकते हो।
पाकिस्तान में खेलने के लिए आर यू लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू दैट?
ऑल द टाइम।
चलें, ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
Yeah, it was a good, enthusiastic effort in the field. Yeah, and so now we know what's going on in this game. It is a do or die for Peshawar. That's how they mounted the 172. It's a good total, has not been chased down. The 170 in the PSL this time round. So Devsic 70 and a really good partnership to finish it off.
Tough for the bowlers. Dawson went for 47, but Hassan Ali and Wahab Riaz, 2 for 24 for Hassan Ali, 1 for 32 for Wahab Riaz. They did a job.
So much on this match. It's very exciting. Don't go anywhere because it's 173 for victory at a run rate of 8.65.